Alright, hello weaklings. Today we're going to go and take care of Act 7, Chapter 1, Quest 1. I'm going to show you guys the easy path for completion. We're going to go to Ronin here. Ronin is Flare and colorblind. So, a few things what you want to do. Flare, to understand, read the node first, of course. The opponent gains 300 plus attack, but takes 100% of their max health as direct damage over 60 seconds. The strength of the damage is affected by class relationships. It also has the colorblind node. For each champion of the same class on the attacker's team, they suffer a degeneration of 25% of their max health over 15 seconds at the start of the fight. So we're going to go in. You can bring any champion you want on this path. It is very simple, very quick. However, you're going to want a champion that is bleed immune because you're going to have to face a Yondu boss at the end. Yondu isn't too terrible, but he's got pretty much a lot of health, and he inflicts bleed on block damage. So you want to get a bleed immune. Any you like, really. Ghost is good. Warlock or anybody really. I'm not going to take procs in here because I don't want several cosmics. You also don't want a champion that needs time to get ramped up, like Guillotine 2099, Captain Marvel. Spider-Man, stealth suits, stuff like that. They take a teeny bit, You want somebody that can go in and just start dealing damage right away. Sunspot's a good one. He deals crits pretty easily. Corvus is great. Magneto's fantastic. Nick Fury, high crit rate. Anybody with high crit rate, basically. There are a multitude of champions that can handle this path. But again, at the end, you have a Yondu boss, and you want to make sure that you can take care of Yondu. So, several champions can take care of him. He's not that difficult of a fight. But again, you want to make sure that you go in knowing this information before you get to the very end and then struggle with getting him down. So, let's see who we'll take in today. Okay. Showcase a little Black Widow action. She's fantastic. And then we'll go ahead and can bring in Ghost at the end here. Alright, so let's get into it. So this is 7.1. As you can see, I've already 100% explored it. So we're going to go right over here, and we're going to go to the Ronin champ. So your motive here, you just want to get him down as quickly as possible, because he's going to degen. So we'll use Magneto here. Ronin's a metal champ, so just gonna parry heavy here. As you can see, that's a 66k heavy attack. And you can see the damage he's taken. So taking a couple combos there, and they're pretty strong. Alright, shrapnel bleed. So you see why you want to do it quickly. He's already at 37% health. So you want a champion that can, strike hard and fast. So we'll go to Storm next. So we'll bring in Corvus for this one. Now obviously Corvus will be doing some pretty strong medium attacks here. 17Ks. Even 7 through the crits. Finished. You may also know that Corvus had a Fury buff there, if you guys are interested in knowing why he has a Fury buff. Some of the global nodes here. Star power. 6-star attackers gain a permanent Fury, increasing attack by 700. Also has Adrenaline Rush and Hold the Line. These I haven't really dealt with, but the more adrenaline you have going up, the more damage reduction and block proficiency you gain. Just another, thing that a champion of a 6-star class variety can benefit from. So we'll take Black Widow, Deadly Origins in. She's fantastic. She hits pretty decently, but she does a lot of shock damage, and you can see there pretty strong shocks. She's great for incursions. If you know, some of the incursions buffs you can get involve shock, so she can get them up there pretty good. There we go. So again, this is the easiest path for completion, mostly because you're doing an enormous amount of damage at a very fast rate. So make sure we're not taking the wrong path here. You're going to go back with Red Guardian. Next, we'll use Nick Fury. His bleeds will do pretty good. You can see the ticks are pretty strong. Ticking for about 8,000. And that's only rank 5 Nick Fury. My rank 3 6-stars in war at the moment, so. But you can see, damage is pretty strong and pretty powerful. Go back in with Fury here. He will handle Gwenpool, again, quite easily. Only 6k bleeds here. He's going to enter his second phase in a second here. Remember, you don't want to end the fight while he's got no health. I've done that a few times. Bad idea. That's a weakling move. You heard it from me. Okay. Now we have the final fight before you get to the boss, which is Ultron. And probably won't be bringing in Magneto, but when I save a healthy ghost. But we can bring in Corvus here. Corvus will die before the fight's over, but I don't plan on using him for Yondu. See those heavies, 40k. Pretty strong. Yep, actually Corvus survived that pretty quickly, as you can see down. Now you got 2 charges in it. Now when you get to the end here, you can character select or skip node choice. Character select will allow you to, as you can see by my demonstration, select a different character for the fight. So here, sometimes I like to bring in Proxima in this portion. Proxima can pretty much parry any projectile, so she can actually parry Yondu all the time. And she's fun to use as well. And then that brings you to the final boss. Yondu, he has 600,000 health. He is stacked. So right here, he has super matricism at 1 here. Every 5 seconds, the next stun, bleed, poison, shock, incinerate, cold snap, or rupture debuff triggered on the defender is immediately purified and applied to the attacker. Each time this effect triggers, the defender will regenerate 5% max health. Knocking down the defender refreshes the cooldown and increases future cooldown timers by 1 second. So this is a different node. This hasn't been seen before. Also, rich get richer. Whichever champion has more unique buffs will gain 5% of a bar power every second. Foresight, intercepting the opponent's dash attack with a basic attack will grant the attacker a passive fury for 200% attack rating. And then you also have feats of power. 1 above 1 bar power, gain a fury buff. 1 above 2, power precision buff. 1 above 3 bars, gain a cruelty buff. And that's of course the defender. 13k attack. Now I'm not a great Ghost player, but we'll bring Ghost in, as Ghost can convert bleeds to furies. Now you want to make sure that when you're facing Yondu, you bait out special 1s, because the special 2 is pretty hard to bait out. So we're just going to work on baiting that out. can see, I'm slowly gaining power. I don't want to bait that special one. This special one's very easy to evade. I'm gonna let them and throw that special one more time here, and then we'll throw this here. Just a bit of a long fight, you know, saying that he's got 600,000 health. Most of the bosses in X7 will have 600k plus health. So it's something you're gonna want to get used to. Alright. So now he's close to special. That's my bad there. Looks like I'm kind of lucky it only got heal blocked. Then take some other pretty heavy damage. Alright, let's get in there. I kind of thought he might trigger something there, but... Alright, let's go. As you can see, block damage is a bit of an issue in Act 6, and now in Act 7 as well, since the attack value is strong. This Yondu happens to have over 13,000 attack, so you're going to take quite a bit of damage. So, again, that's why they say to intercept the defender. Pretty strong special on there. But again, we took some recoil damage. So, 13k attack. Now, okay, we'll show you some Proxima here. So again, Proxima, she can block and parry projectile attacks. Yondu has quite a few projectile attacks in his arsenal. So, you can see, you can parry him pretty well. Pretty easy, actually. Two intercepts there, so we're gonna want to bait that special. Got you. So we got some adrenaline there. So what that is doing is actually reducing the damage of what we're gonna take quite significantly. So now you want to bait that special. It is. That special again. Special. Launch a special too, and that'll be it for Yondu here. So overall, this path is the easiest path, as you can see. Not too many fights, no items used at all. And you can use a variety of champions. The most important thing you want to remember is to not use more than one champion of the same class, or else you'll be suffering a degeneration. So we're going to move up here. We're going to teleport over to the finish. And before you know it, you've completed Act 7, Chapter 1, Quest 1. Now you can collect your rewards. Okay, I hope you liked this video showing you guys the easy way to get 7.1 completed. As you can see, I've already 100%ed Act 7, Chapter 1. Very easy to do. This actually was quite a lot easier than Act 6. especially 6.1. So stay tuned. I'll be posting more videos of the easy paths for completion. And like and subscribe, please. Thanks. And